Hi LEGO fans! 2019 represents the 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars toys hitting the shelves. And who would have thought in 2019 Leia would be a Disney princess? There's no better way to celebrate the 20th anniversary than with an exclusive Darth Vader bust that most LEGO Star Wars fans can't buy. More on that in just a second, but today I'm going to be unboxing, speed building, and reviewing set number 75227, the Darth Vader Bust from LEGO Star Wars. This is a 327-piece set featuring the head and shoulders of everybody's favourite Sith Lord. No, not that one. Every year there's an event for Star Wars fans called Star Wars Celebration. This year it was in Chicago. LEGO usually has a heavy presence at the event and an exclusive product. The Darth Vader Bust is this year's exclusive product and was available at Star Wars Celebration in Chicago. But this year they've also made it available in stores. Or more specifically, they've given Target stores in the USA an exclusive. It seems unlikely this will ever be in Target stores, but it was available to Target Red Card holders on their website. After recent disappointment with the Benny & Sweet Mayhem brickheads, which resulted in me spending way too much money on eBay, I took a preemptive step and got me one of those red cards. With my Target red card in hand and a little bit of luck, I managed to get my hands on two of these. I'm going to open this one up today, and the other one's going to go on my shelf of interesting items. If you're hoping for a fun interactive Star Wars toy, this is not the thing for you. It is literally Darth Vader's head and shoulders, and you put it on a shelf and that's it. The LEGO Star Wars logo and Darth Vader himself is picked out in a slightly shinier print. It's a really eye-catching design and certainly gives this a more premium feel than the $40 price tag might suggest. On the side of the box, again we have the Chicago 2019 Star Wars Celebration logo. We also have the Target logo, which may or may not have been on the boxes at the event. On the top of the box we've got more logos celebrating the 20th anniversary, and an actual size picture of a slope piece, just in case you don't know what one of those looks like. Over on the back of the box we usually get lots of pictures explaining what the set does. As Darth Vader doesn't do anything, we just get some more cool product art. We also have Darth Vader's vital statistics confirming this to be 5.6 inches or 14.2 centimeters tall. The true retail price for this at Target stores is $39.99. That's what I paid and a bunch of other people who are going to sell them on eBay. Currently these are selling for $65 to $75, so if you live outside the United States or you weren't able to get one from Target, you can line the pockets of some eBay scalper. But that's way too much of me talking. Let's open up this box and see what we've got inside. Here's everything that came inside the box, and there's a lot of unexpected colour here. We've got 5 bags of LEGO elements and a 72-page instruction booklet. I'm going to go ahead and build the Darth Vader Bust, and today this is going to be a 60-second speed build. And here is the completed 75227 Darth Vader Bust in all of its 327-piece glory. Build time was 49 minutes and it wasn't overly challenging, but challenging enough to make it interesting. Although this is a very attractive bust, it's actually not that big. By my measurements, he's about 5.5 inches tall. He's also super shiny, which makes him quite a challenge to film. As a building experience, I really enjoyed putting Darth Vader together. In particular, I really liked the coloured bricks used within the build. This reminded me of the techniques used in the Steamboat Willie set. In terms of looking like Darth Vader, I think the designers have done a good job. A small criticism would be Darth Vader's eyes, which kind of blend into the rest of the model. At the base of the bust we have Darth Vader's protective collar, which is picked out in these light grey and black slopes. I really like the fact that these are matte and are not going to show fingerprints so much. The shape of the bust is also particularly pleasing, and I like the way it kind of just slopes away where Darth's arms would be. Another nice feature is the metallic silver chain which would hold Darth's cape in place over the armour. It's also really neat to get one of these shorter length chains. Around the back is where Darth's cape would be, so there's not a lot of detail here, but I do like the fact that these are matte slopes and not shiny slopes. It really helps to protect it from fingerprints. The face, as you'd expect, is pretty menacing and comes with all the features you'd expect to see. The respirator uses a couple of hinged pieces to give it that triangular look. These simply snap into place and then you can adjust them to make the triangle. Tucked away underneath we've got one of these 1x2 ridged bricks. This is really effective for recreating the grille through which Darth Vader breathes. Moving up the build we have the rounded top of Darth Vader's trademark helmet. The front part uses matte slopes and from there on up it gets very shiny. The rounded appearance is created using graduated slopes and curves. We also have some graduated pieces stuck on the side to complete the effect. I imagine most people are going to display Darth facing forwards, but he does actually have quite a good side profile. In particular, the respirator has some really nice depth and protrudes from the mask. One of the things I really like about the bust is the way the mask flares out at the sides, and also at the back, which gives it a very authentic Darth Vader look. These pieces are constructed separately and simply snap into place. It's not that easy to see, but you might notice the red transparent highlights hidden away in there. With the side removed we get a better sense of how the designers put this thing together. You can see that the back part of the helmet is also clipped on and rests against these sloped pieces beneath. Of course, the only problem with handling this thing is that you tend to get fingerprints all over it. It really is very shiny indeed. The back of the helmet is a much larger panel and snaps into place like the sides. With the sides and the back removed, you can see the slopes underneath that hold those panels at just the right angle to recreate Darth Vader's signature look. You can also see some hints of the colour that lies within. Notice the yellow underneath the flap here. There's also a bit of red around the back. And when you look underneath the respirator, you might just get a glimpse of some transparent red. Overall, I do find the Darth Vader bust a really attractive model. I just find the lack of availability to LEGO Star Wars fans disturbing. $40 for a 327 piece LEGO set is kind of pricey, but for a collectible Star Wars bust I don't think it's actually that bad. If there were more of these in the same scale depicting other characters, I think I would buy them. If I hadn't been able to get this at the recommended retail price, I'm not sure I would have cared enough to pay $65 or $70, but I'm certainly going to be putting Darth on display and saving the sealed one for my children's inheritance. So that was set number 75227, the Darth Vader bust celebrating 20 years of LEGO Star Wars. It was great to be able to get hold of one of these and save the trip to Chicago. The end result is a really nice piece of LEGO and I'm actually quite pleased with this. But what do you guys think? Did you manage to get hold of one of these, and if so, was it worth the time and effort? And what do you think to LEGO making this a US only exclusive? I'm fortunate to live in the United States, but if I was still back in Europe, I'd be pretty frustrated. Thanks a million for checking out this extra special LEGO Star Wars unboxing, speed build and review video. If you enjoyed this and you're new to my channel, do go and check out some of my other 250 plus videos. I'm reviewing new LEGO sets all of the time, so you'll always find something new or something old to check out on my channel. So thanks a million for checking out today's review, stay safe and may the Force be with you!